prep, but for you, what was kind of the last few weeks like, kind of getting adjusted to college and kind of getting used to this level?
It was pretty tough, but I just stuck with it and just kept working hard, and I made it through. And it's nothing like I've ever seen. At the JUCO level, we don't really have a camp similar to this, and so it was new for me and it was fast for me. But I think I'm getting the tempo down. So.
I know usually at this point in the year, players talk about not wanting to go up against the same guys they've seen for a few weeks. How much is that the sense that you're ready to kind of move on to a real game and kind of go up against some different guys?
I think I'm ready. I'm eager to go against some other guys. I know our defense knows a lot of our plays and stuff, so kind of want to see how it works against, another defense, another scheme, people that haven't seen our offense over and over and over again, and kind of have a feel for what's coming on the field. So
you mentioned eager. Have you sensed that already this week from the team, just kind of an eagerness to get to that first game and just kind of get things going now?
Yes, sir. A lot of guys are hungry. They're ready for next week. A lot of guys are practicing like they want the game to be this week, but we got to wait another one. So I think we're going to carry the intensity over to next week and be ready for BYU.
What's the adjustment been like for you, kind of coming from JUCO to now this level and really kind of being thrown right in the mix?
I think the biggest adjustment I have to make is the speed of the game. It's a lot faster. The players are a lot faster. They're more athletic, more physical. So it's just about playing faster and playing smarter too.
Is there anybody you've leaned on for advice, kind of some guys that have been through it and kind of maybe pick their brain about things just going into the season and going into your first season at this level?
I can't say enough good things about Trey, Nate, and Samaji. They've always been there to help me out if I have a question on the sideline or right in the middle of a play. If I'm like, hey, what do I got? They're there to help me out. Trey takes a lot of time, a lot of his own time to meet me in the receivers room, go over some film, help me with some quizzes and stuff. So can't say enough good things about those guys.
What's been the biggest surprise for you coming here?
The speed of the game.
Okay.
The speed of the game. I talked to a few other JUCO guys, and they were like, oh, it's similar to JUCO, but we run a fast tempo offense, so that was the biggest adjustment, just so much faster than I've ever been a part of.
It seemed like coming to Arizona was kind of a late decision for you before signing day. What was kind of that deciding factor at the very end for you?
I just talked to Coach Ridgerock for a little. He told me he was very sincere. He said, I know we're late in the process, and but we want you to come out here and look at the facility before you make your decision. So I was like, okay, I'll definitely take that trip. And then I looked up the quarterback situation and stuff with Anu, and he has 2 years left, and he has 2 really good years. So I was just like, sky's the limit over there. So let's see.
How hectic was those few days for you?
It was very hectic. I was calling my uncle, my dad, all my family, just talking to them, asking them like, hey, what should I do? What do you think is best for me? And then ultimately, I got to stay in state. We got 8 home games because BYU's right down the road. So and my family doesn't have the money to travel, so I'm like, okay, this could work.
What stood out when you visited here?
Everything. Coming from a JUCO, we don't have all these nice things. So I see this nice facility, I see this nice weight room, the nice gear, the nice locker room, and everything. It's just like it was like Christmas Day.
Had you been on other visits besides Arizona?
I took 2 visits. I took a visit to South Dakota State, and I took a visit to Marshall.
Okay.
And yeah.
So just no comparison between Arizona and those 2 places?
No comparison whatsoever. They had their indoor facilities, but even then, they still don't compare to this atmosphere that U of A brings.
What's it been like working with Anu and Brandon and working on that timing, and how quickly were you able to pick that up with them?
It's been pretty good. I started coming out here this summer. When I came out June 5th, we started working, running routes on air and stuff. So I'm still getting a feel for them a little bit. Anu's a very slick guy, as far as like he can give you a little no-look pass and you want to be expecting it. But, the more we work, the better our connection will be.
So open your career at an NFL stadium in Glendale. How much are you looking forward to that right now?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I've never been to an NFL game before, and I feel like, my first college game is going to be in an NFL stadium, so I be a little feel, so I'm going to be excited. I didn't get to play in high school. They moved our state game to ASU, so I've never got the opportunity to play there.
Do you have a favorite NFL team?
I'm a big 49ers fan, but I like a lot of players across the league. My favorite player just retired, obviously, Calvin Johnson. So.
What did you like about going up to the Cardinals facility a couple weeks ago?
I just like the hospitality they had for us. They took care of us. And then the opportunity to sit in the locker at the level I want to be at. So, it just gives you a little feel and a little hunger to be where they are.
Was there one locker where you had to go take a picture or visit or sit in?
For sure, I had to stop by. I was actually right next to Patrick Peterson's, which was really cool. I was actually in between Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu, and then Larry Fitzgerald's right across the way, so I had to put him on Snapchat a couple times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.